All right, we put the word out. We were looking for a new cat house for Frank. We get him one about every year or so. His old cat house has seen better days. I'll show you here. So Pecute was one of the first to reach out to us. They sent this to us. This is not a paid product placement. They simply just sent it to us, said, let us know what you think. So I'll let you know what I think, but most importantly, we'll let you know what Frank thinks, and we'll actually put them side by side and see which one Frank chooses. Very nicely packaged. Couple little metal rectangles. Here's the pad itself. Looks like it comes with a couple connectors. So it's probably going to go in all the corners. Looks like it comes with some metal posts. I'm assuming this is what's going to kind of hold it all together, and some metal stakes to kind of keep it from blowing away in those tornado winds. And then more plastic pieces. So this thing does come in quite a few pieces. All right, instructions first, right? That's what we're supposed to do. Do we always do it? Not always, but that is what we should be doing. So this looks like the, it's probably the little ramp. Oh, dude, there's the little flap. This is the little door. Oops. So this actually turns around, Velcro's on here. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the little door. Oh, or maybe there's two different doors. That's what that is. Two different doors. These bags are actually marked 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes through the whole steps. So you know which bag. It's almost like a Lego set. So you know 1, 2, 3. So it's actually pretty convenient. So if you just stop and pay attention to the bags, that's what I have to do, and then not just skip ahead, it will show you. So first thing I noticed with this one is one side's longer than the other. So when you're putting this together on here, just make sure that they're both on the same way. It's like that so that when you put it on, the roof is slanted. That's what keeps the rain off of the roof from it just sitting there. So it actually just pops into here. We'll do this on both sides. Click. All right. So what you want to do is you want to open this up. So remember how we talked about I wanted it to be slanted. You want to have the slant go to the back of the house. So this is the front. It opens towards the back. So you want to put this in here. And then this just kind of pops into place. Goes down. Push it in to the corners. So you can see right here, these little flaps, they open up, and there's 3. Well, actually there's 4. It goes all the way around. So you just want to open these up on all sides. I'll go ahead and do that. So there's actually 6. So all 4 down here, and then down here in the bottom, there's 1 on each side to hold that metal bar in place. And if you're thinking that this is a little bit small, they do have this is the small version. They also have a larger version. So if you want the bigger one, that is always an option. But looking at it so far it looks pretty cool. I think Frank's gonna love it, but let's keep going. All right, so the next step is putting in the heating pad. So you have 2 options. You have a hole right here that you could put it in. There's also a hole right here. So just to kind of show you what the inside looks like. So it's all the way through. Show you what it looks like on the inside. Now if you're coming through here. So the heating pad fits the full bottom. So far, so good. And this heating pad is rated to be on 24 hours. So once you plug it in, it just stays on. So I just wanted to show you this. There's a Velcro piece that keeps the lid down, but it also has this little Velcro piece. And what this does is it actually makes this like a little kind of like awning. So this piece right here isn't the one that sticks to the house. It's this bottom one. So that when you put it on here, it almost like has like a little awning over it. So that's what that is if you're curious about that. But other than that, we'll just go ahead and open these 3 flaps like this. And this is what Velcros it. It says to close the lid now. We'll go ahead and do that. So here's your doors. That's what it does. So there's one that has these little metal pieces on it right here. This is magnetic. And you'll know where it goes because it has these little magnets on here. So that's how it stays closed. and then you Velcro just to keep the door on, and then this would be the front door. So let's go ahead and put this one on. Velcro. And line up these magnets. Actually, are these magnetic? Or are they just... Oh yeah, they are magnetic. That door straight. Yep. So there's the one door. Let's put on the front door. Probably the easiest door install you could possibly have. There you go, so they can see out, see any danger. And if they designed it this way, so this is a exit. This door right here is exit only. So like if something was coming to get Frankie right here, he could shoot out the backside and be gone in the night, you know? So safety first. I like how they have two different entrances. Well, I guess an entrance and an exit. So that's what it looks like so far. So now we need to flip it over and put the base on. Okay, so the next step says flip the cat house over, build the base. So when you're building your base, you have 4 corners, 4 feet, 4 legs, 4 sides. Do note that the sides are different lengths. Make sure you put them on the right side. So let's go ahead and start building this. We got the base built. It's literally just going to sit on here just like this. So we just go ahead and open the Velcro and put it on there. So just goes in there like that, and then just align it and Velcro. And I will say that this Velcro feels like high quality. It doesn't feel like it's just going to easily peel up. Okay, so the last and final step is building the ramp. I feel like the ramp's optional. If you want to put it on, you can. I don't know if I'm going to put it on yet, but it comes with 5 little poles. That is what will come in here and hold this together. 2 connectors, 2 corners, and then they have 4 of these little stakes. So if you're putting this in grass or something soft, you'd be able to do that. So there's a Velcro side on this side, and then there's one that has the flap on it. So we're going to feed these through the side with the flap on it into here. We'll go ahead and give it a try and see what it looks like. But literally just feeding it through the top, so you can actually see it come through here in the middle and go into the other side. So I bet you, yeah, so the connector goes right here in the middle, so you'll be able to see that. Push it down. So once you have it on, show you this. Once you have it on, it's going to be lined up right here. So then you'll be able to just put the Velcro on like that. So I wanted to show you this just so I was kind of curious how this attaches. Well, on the ramp, there's Velcro on both sides. And the reason for that is when you peel this up, it actually sticks to this Velcro right here and the Velcro on the roof. So basically you're making a Velcro sandwich, essentially. So this Velcro, everything's still sticking together. So you don't just stick it to this side and then now the lid can open easier. It literally goes in between here and here, and it all Velcros together and keeps the lid down. So let's go ahead and try putting this on the escape side. That's the one I was thinking would be convenient. Kind of cover the door there, make it a little more discreet. I do notice that if you put it on the angled side, this is a little bit angled. I don't know if you can tell that. It's kind of, but that's just because the roof has an angle on it. But I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I don't know if Frank would like it or not like the ramp, but I do like that they put the ramp on there because, you know, cats like climbing on everything. So we'll go ahead, take it outside, and see what it looks like. Out with the old, in with the new. So here it is in action, all plugged in, heating up. There's this front door, the side door for the escape. This is a one-way door. You can only go in that side. This is where Frank will be coming in. We're actually going to put in a little camera so we can see what he thinks when he first goes in there. So here's the little ramp. So they could use that to climb up on top. Because we all know cats love to climb on everything. Nothing under this side. It's also kind of used for keeping water off. We're not going to have a huge issue with water because it is on my front porch, but I think he's going to love it. We just got rid of our other cat house. This is definitely an upgrade. So we'll go ahead and put the camera inside here and wait for him to show up and see what he thinks.